Yo. David might not get arrested. Like, comment, subscribe, grab the picture, and 1 mil. Let's get started.
22nd of September 2025.
Trap
And it was
Lord
only
Ross.
on the 8th of September 2025 that I'm just so tired of even having to say this
Not the zit freaking sticker.
disgusting, depraved stuff. But that was the day that a chopped up body was found in the front trunk of that Tesla, and it turned out that this person who had lost their life was a child. I don't know how investigations normally work. We've seen gangsters shoot it out. People get arrested the next day, the same day.
It's taken a while for this dude to get arrested.
People, in the case of the O Block 6 that killed FBG Duck, they were skating for goddamn near over a year, all right, before justice finally got caught up. But this situation is just so messed up, and everybody's just been asking the same question. Why hasn't David been arrested yet? Based on all the stuff that we've seen, based on all of these Discord chats, the early music, all of this gross stuff that we've seen, it's despicable stuff. I'm sick of even looking at it, to be honest with you. All right? It's just so disgusting. I'm actually just pained to even having to keep talking about this, okay? But everybody's been saying, why hasn't he been arrested, all right? And then we've covered other stuff, earlier on, where people are saying this is why it takes time. They don't want to spoil the evidence. Fruits of the poisonous tree. The cops need to get this right. But a lot of people were thinking, okay, maybe.
And then a lot of the evidence is like, what's it called? And online. So I feel like they want to make sure
it was a weekend thing. Maybe they were getting through the evidence. It's Monday.
But they're taking a while.
Surely the arrest is going to happen, but it didn't happen. This was going around on Reddit this morning, and when I saw this, I actually thought, yo, maybe today's the day. It said, David,
are you ready to go to jail today? You're about to be arrested today. The cops are closing in. What?
Are you ready to go to jail today? You are about to be arrested today. The cops are closing in. The psychopath in you would not allow you to make a statement while you're being investigated, but you will be singing like the demonic canary that you were as soon as them cops get a hold of you. I never thought you could sing. I can't stand that nasally singing voice. The strange singer is not a singer to me, and I don't do depressed music because I know it's satanic. You agents of death always want to spread your misery or love when others are in pain and in anguish. And you dummies, the masses, never know that rituals are being performed on you every single time you turn on their music or go to their concerts or watch their demonic music videos. All of it is rituals and occult magic. These people are devils, and my question is, are you ready to go to jail for the third part of your Freemason ritual to get you all the riches and all the eyes on you so you can gain the world and lose your soul? Your soul is gone. Now you're on your way to jail.
I've been watching videos like that, and a lot of it, it's like what he does, it goes through other artists. Like, other artists go through the same thing. Not maybe the same exact way, but something always, you have to always sacrifice something for the fame. It's crazy.
So you can perform the next part of your ritual because you chose Satan for your rise. Now, look, I don't believe in any of that demonic stuff. Okay, that's
never mind,
a load of garbage, but this guy is really twisted by the looks of it. By everything that I've seen, in my opinion, he seems like a twisted and sick individual. And seeing stuff like this go around, you can tell people are upset, people are tired. Forget all the weird satanic occult stuff in there. People are actually pissed off, they're tired, they're sick to their stomachs with what they've seen in this situation, and they're ready to see justice. And I feel the same, okay? I'm not a judge, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not the police, but everything that I've seen is so twisted and so messed up. It seems like an inevitability that this guy will get arrested for this, okay? And there's been so many theories on why he hasn't been arrested. There's another one going around on Reddit that people have been posting. There's a reason he's not in custody yet. Everyone keeps asking why David hasn't been arrested yet, because it seems obvious that at the very least he was having a romantic sexual relationship with a minor. But the reason police aren't rushing to arrest him yet isn't because they're incompetent or planning a cover-up. It's because the evidence currently available to us is
and David is rich.
It's circumstantial. Circumstantial cases sometimes fly in court, but David is rich, and he will surely have a lawyer that could crush a weak case in seconds. They need to have a strong case built on physical evidence before David becomes anything more than a person of interest. DNA, computer files, fingerprints, and trace analysis. They've seized electronics from the home that he was renting where the Tesla was recovered before the impound yard and searched the premises for anything that...
Yo, how long did it take for Aaron Hernandez to get arrested? I think it was like the next day.
Tie David to her murder. They're likely combing through hundreds, if not thousands, of messages and files. DNA, trace, and fingerprints have to process in a lab, which could take time. The coroners still haven't even released the cause of death, but apparently the autopsy is complete, as it says Celeste remains.
The only reason I'm bringing up Aaron Hernandez is because there was a body that was found like 50 miles away from his home, and then they questioned him, and they arrested him the next day. So like, that's what I'm thinking about. The car was taken from the, what's it called, from David's house, and then when it was taken from David's house, that's when they figured out at the impound that there was a body. R.I.P.
Are ready for release back to her family. This means that they're either holding out on making that public, like they could be with much more, or that her body was in such a state of decomposition that they really couldn't determine a cause of death, which makes a court case really difficult. Casey Anthony got away with murder in 2008 almost solely because they...
But it's, come on, she's not gonna just end up chopped up. What the heck? Come on, no way.
Couldn't prove a cause of death, so a million different stories could get spun as to what really happened. These police know that this...
At the end of the day, she was... Yeah.
Was beyond taking him into initial custody. They're preparing for the inevitable murder trial that cannot afford to be a flimsy case. Rest easy, sweet Celeste.
Crazy.
Absolutely heartbreaking to think her 15th birthday she was already gone, rotting in the trunk of a Tesla. She was only 14 when she died, Max. Remember her. Say her name. She was a person outside of her relationship with David with wants, fears, and dreams. All of that was taken from her. All my love to Celeste and anyone mourning her loss. Now, it's chilling to read that, because the idea that whoever did this might get away with it because of the way that the body was left is actually sickening. It's sickening, it's heartbreaking, and...
When you're coaching the younger players in flag football, sometimes it can be real challenging to find plays that they can really master.
I can't even fathom how I'd feel if we don't end up seeing justice in this case. If it ends up that there's just no way and there's no proof. And it's a really good point that they make. You know, they need to prove a cause of death. They need to prove how this girl died. If you're going to bring murder charges against somebody, you know, look, I was about to say, oh, it's not illegal to have a body in your Tesla. It definitely is. But that doesn't necessarily prove murder. A lot of people are saying, oh, the car was stolen. Someone else did this. David got nothing to do with it. He was on tour. But based on all the things that we've seen, it looks like this girl was entangled in a relationship. And what was she doing out in Hollywood? Why was she in Hollywood? You know, what business does she have to do being in a car that was parked outside David's yard? So it is super twisted, and I think it makes it even more chilling that apparently, all right, David's just chilling at home. He's chilling at home playing Fortnite.
I heard about that. He's just chilling playing Fortnite.
Still playing Fortnite today on September the 22nd. People are saying bro lost a match and just gave up. All right, he was playing all the way until September the 22nd, which is today.
Oh, he played 2021? What the fuck?
All right, no kills, score 21. I'm not even going to make...
he played yesterday.
You know, he won a game and got 107 kills, all right? So clearly this guy's good at Fortnite, right? People saying, don't off yourself, David. You need to face the law. 0 kills? Seriously? Are we sure he was even playing and not just online speaking to somebody?
Bruh.
Bro, they find a dead miner in his car and he's just playing Fortnite. Dystopian. Now, even more connections to this girl have been surfacing, and it's just crazy to think that this guy's just chilling at home playing Fortnite right now. He's just chilling. People saying caught in 4K. People are saying that this is the Celeste, and this is a picture from Instagram of David out partying with her. Right? People saying, Lord, this guy just didn't give a F. Genuinely. And there's other ones going around of him when he was saying that he missed her. Just more and more new things. Saying, bored in Dublin, I miss my girlfriend. This was posted on July the 7th, 2024. Just twisted, and people say, how the hell are you missing your 13-year-old girlfriend? And that's how old she would have been at that point in 2024.
That's crazy.
So obviously we covered this in the last video about, you know, the parents' role in this. Isn't a video about that, so I'm not even going to touch on that comment. But even more stuff has been coming out. Obviously, she was known for liking Hello Kitty, and people are saying his social media presence is wild. He was overly rocking the Hello Kitty stuff, man. It's twisted, right?
Yeah.
People saying who had the best outfit in 2016. He got the Hello Kitty pin, or is that a Hello Kitty mug that he's holding up? He got a Hello Kitty shirt on.
Hello Kitty profile pic.
He's got the Hello Kitty blood stained in the white shirt, blood stained. All of this stuff about white flowers, white shirts with blood on them. Disgusting symbolism. You know, I don't want to explain exactly what that means, but yeah, blood on the purity of a white shirt is despicable. And then for you to put that on a Hello Kitty with her eyes blindfolded, super twisted. And having that as your display picture on TikTok is actually diabolical. That's him in another Hello Kitty fit. Labubu on deck. More Hello Kitty references. This one walking out from an explosion on Instagram. This is other stuff that he'd posted on TikTok. Currently unable to tell the difference between reality and what's in my head. Right? When I end up tripping over nothing again, but it's only because I never liked nobody like this before, and the voices in my head be telling him stuff. This guy's twisted, man. Not saying I'm jealous or anything, but I hope whoever flirts with you other than me gets hit by multiple cars. Right? It's fucked. How life feels when you aren't dating a lying hoe, and it's somebody. Yes, yeah, they're so happy. Right? David reposted this. Guy's sick. This is Patrick Bateman from American Psycho. This guy's a killer. This guy's a serial killer from a fictional film. He says, when all the distractions fade away and you're just left with nothing but your own thoughts. He's saying he's going to kill somebody. He reposted this. When all the distractions fade away and you're just left with your own thoughts, you become Patrick Bateman, the serial killer from American Psycho. What's wrong with this man? Me realizing you won't go to heaven if you end your shit. All right?
What?
Talking about me realizing that I won't go to heaven if I end my life. Perhaps because you've done terrible things. Me when I start acting mentally ill after I told them I'm mentally ill. I'm losing my mind. All these weird things he reposted. Hey, maybe he was a fan of Chicago Drill. New year or final year? Stay tuned.
What the fuck?
There's a lot of... I'll keep it real with you. I don't want to she told him the year. We're happy.
He's just going over his reposts.
Actually, David reposted. Scum. Wow. I read your name on my phone. No, my smile on my face, and this is a screenshot from that launching. This is the Hello Kitties. Bro,
Dude, he likes
interest.
Hello Kitty a lot.
But if you're a grown man walking around with Hello Kitties,
Yeah, bro. You're
something wrong's going on. I'm sorry, but something wrong's going on. You rolling around with Hello Kitties. So I think he may.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
In the previous video that I did on the topic, and this is just like another comparison. And obviously there was talk in that other video that I did about, apparently the young Celeste was at an event where they wanted someone to tattoo her with a butterfly on the back of her neck. And then this is the other Celeste with the butterfly on the back of her neck. I don't know if that's more part of the cover-up, trying to make her look like. But I do believe that David actually murdered Celeste. But the girl in those streams was deadly face, thicker lips, and you can also tell that the girl in the stream is her because she's wearing the same glasses and the one in the bottom left photo that she was tagged in. And I in that live stream, but I don't know. That person's looking young. Pull up a whole bread in his. Would he take the risk of leaving the body behind in his own car? A car parked outside his own home. That's dumb. That's one of the main things bugging me about this case. Why go towards all these lengths, killing and dismembering? So here's another theory. This says you can't crush a Tesla due to the battery, but the idea of him tipping off the neighbors or the tow company would just be dumb as hell on his part. Honestly, I think he was going to keep her in the car and there as long as possible. And only said it was stolen once he realized it was towed because he obviously put the body there. Crazy how he panicked when his friend asked about the car and he said, I don't know, it was stolen, but it was sitting outside the house for 3 weeks and only moved once it was towed. He's an effing liar and stopped responding to the friend after he got legal help. I believe that he killed her, whether intentionally or unintentionally, dismembered her to remove the limbs with the identifiable tattoos, plus feed his fantasies, and was going to just let her decay. Because remember, she was only labelled as missing if they found a body, but he fucked around and got the car towed, and the car is in his name. Once the headline body found, this is how it heat, plus all of this info about her family, if it wasn't for the neighbours. But here's the thing, bodies can still be identified by DNA, even by just skeletal remains. And then you have things like dental records, as long as the teeth remain. David seems like an intelligent guy, unless ever yet, and she'd be disabled. Here it is, bound to his own to do this. Right. People saying the car was 2 streets away when it got towed, and I think that's a really interesting point that kind of goes with the theory that maybe he was trying to get someone to do his dirty work and move the car, and they smelt it, moved it a bit, and was like, nah, this is cooked. Says it was on the same road but 100 feet from the residence. I think they had a plan, but something went wrong and the car was left too close to where he was living for him to report it stolen before the tow company got their hands on it. Man, that's crazy. So, all right, trigger warning. I'm about to talk about a pretty heavy topic, but I'm going to just cover this in this video. I don't really care. I don't really worry too much about getting in trouble, but I don't condone this. I don't take an easier way out. And honestly, I actually don't want to just have enough. I want to say, don't be people. They're not going to be rocking with your story, man. And protective custody might not even be enough. But a lot of people are speculating on whether or not David will check himself out once he realizes it's all over and the reality sets in. This guy seems like such a pussy, and I don't think he'll even make it to a courtroom. You can tell this dude thinks he's the main character. He probably thinks he's a genius. Super introspective and deep. He's too immature to realize he's just some stupid PDF with the mind of a 12-year-old. He wants to be like XXXTentacion so bad, yet his lyrics are super elementary and basic. The only thought process going into his lyrics is making shitty, mundane music about a 13-year-old child. A 10-year-old... I don't even know. Can I say what he... I could see that. I could actually see him being at home recording a final goodbye and then getting out of here, man. And it's twisted, it's dark. But at the end of the day, I'm not feeling this guy. People saying, I think he might himself before ending up in...
I don't know. Oh, you know
what? He's been at home playing Fortnite, the game he met her on. Dude's got to be going through it right now or just messed up in the head.
I actually think he thinks he's innocent.
He doesn't care at all. I truly think he's going to have SWAT at his door or something, and he's ready to go out easy, if you know what I mean. Even if he didn't do it, he still got with an underage girl. His career is shot if he's screwed, no matter what.
I feel like David's so delusional that he doesn't even think that this is incriminating to him. He's like, nah, I'm good.
I don't know. He might be too full of himself,
Fortnite.
narcissistic to himself.
That's what I
said.
At
this point, I think he would have done it by now, but perhaps he's waiting out to see what becomes of all this. I think he might be recording music, honestly.
I think so. He's probably recording music. Exactly.
At first, but looking at it, I doubt he's going to himself. I think he's enjoying the attention.
Yeah.
It seems like he's enjoying the attention. I don't know why.
I think he's enjoying the attention too.
I don't know where you got that from. It'd be hard for me to imagine him enjoying the attention, but he might be trying to O.J. Simpson his way out of this, you know? He might really be somebody that actually believes like he's untouchable. I mean, for this situation to go down, it's not confirmed in a court of law that it happened that way, that he's responsible for this. But I could really imagine this guy thinking that he could get his way out of this. You know, he's been super slick with his lyrics. He's been super slick with all the little social media posts that he's done. And he might be thinking, I'm a weasel my way out of this and get back to recording music and be a dangerous, mythical artist with this crazy backstory. Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen. I thought we would have seen an arrest today. Honestly, I actually thought Monday we would be seeing an arrest. Could be happening later this week. We're all waiting, we're all watching, and we're all trying to get to the bottom of it. But rest in peace, Celeste, man. I think this is just so sad. And we really want to see justice. So hopefully David doesn't leave before that can happen. Or at least if he's going to clear his name before he can do that. But I feel like that's just so unlikely based on everything that we've seen. Mm-hmm. But as always, I'll keep you guys updated. We're waiting for this.
Alright, like, comment, subscribe, in case you're doing well, and then we're going to see if there was any update. Nope. But there was a vigil held for Celeste. They held it at her, I believe where she's from. So, that was pretty cool. Alright, Peter Celeste.